Hey everyone, welcome to the Star Wars Popcast. My name is Christopher,
And I'm Patrick. Welcome.
and today we have a bunch of stuff to talk about in our first segment, the Pop Report. There was a bunch of stuff that was revealed this past week. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
So, yeah, we have a bunch of stuff that was revealed there, Patrick, this week. Um,
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
what do you think about the first one? So, this first one, these aren't in any particular order; they were all revealed on the same day. But this is like some sort of it's part of it like a Disney train. So it's Darth Vader on a TIE fighter, but it's on the back of like a train car. So
Yeah, I
for
saw
my
this one, and I'm not collecting the Disney 100th train,
yeah, me either.
and it reminds me of the Nightmare Before Christmas train that they came out with a couple years ago towards the
Right.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I just not collecting this, so this even though this is a cool piece, if you are collecting the train, I'm not gonna grab this one. It's just not it can't be used for anything for what I would use it for, want to display it with. So I'm passing on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Like it's not something I'm interested in getting. Like I get why they're doing it, and I kind of like that they did a Star Wars one as like their third pop, right? Because like
Correct.
they did Walt Disney as the head of the train, which we'll
Walt
see
driving the
in a
train,
different video,
Steamboat
yeah, or a
Mickey.
different image here. So let's look at the outside of the packaging, or outside of the out of box image here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's like it's on a little train car. So I guess you could rearrange them any way you want, but like to have it sitting alone, it's kind of it wouldn't make sense for me,
No.
anyways. Yeah, and then if you look at the full image, so yeah, you got Walt Disney driving the head of the train, which is cool. That makes sense, and you got the Steamboat Mickey, and as I was saying, I like the Star Wars one is like the next one that they did, but I don't know. I would have preferred maybe they did like a Star Wars train on its own. Maybe they do like a futuristic like the train from the Book of Boba Fett style or something. You know, that's
Yeah.
with different characters or something. But it's not for me. But I get why they did it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's neat for the 100th anniversary for those Disney Funko collectors, and
Yeah,
being that Star Wars is one of their newer IPs, it's an awesome addition. But it's just not for me. I agree.
yeah, yeah. But this next one, I know it's going to be for you there, Patrick, because you picked up the last Facet Pop. So this one's a Facet Darth Vader, Funko Shop exclusive. The R2D2, was that a Funko Shop exclusive as well? I think, right?
It was, and I did the unboxing and everything, and I really enjoyed this one. Like this is one of the few what's in the boxes that I've actually taken out of the physical Funko box to this show,
Yeah,
and it is
and
just
display.
I really like it. It's unique in that pearlescent shape to it, and it's kind of got these little
Yeah,
like a gemstone would, but I really do think it's kind of neat looking. And I'm looking forward to the Vader because I was wondering how they would do it, but seeing how the pearlescence kind of got this bluish purpley kind of take to it, I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting, and I'll probably get this one. I probably will.
yeah. So is it textured or is it just like a paint scheme or paint application that makes it look that like that?
Um, I would say it's more of the paint scheme itself. I don't really think it has texture. If it, I'll have to look at mine again, but it's just the way the pop is designed, and it's got this paint application to it. It has like a
Yeah,
pearlescent, like the way the light hits it, but they've also
yeah,
kind of done little cuts in it to kind of make it look like kind of like it's almost like a gem. It's hard to explain the way they cut. They
yeah.
have little
I'd have to see
edges.
it in person. Because I think we're slowly getting the R2D2 facets in Toys R Us here in Canada, because that's who gets the Toys R Us gets the Funko Shop exclusives here in Canada. So I might wait and see how it looks in
I'm gonna
person
pull my
before I
R2 out to
decide.
show you,
Okay, sure. Let's
just so you can kind of get a better idea of it.
yeah,
But the R2, as you can see, it has you can kind of see it as you're going around the dome. It's not like perfectly. rounded. I'm trying to get it so the light
Yeah,
hits the
yeah, it
edges.
almost looks like a wood
It kind of
carving, eh?
has like those gem cut kind of style edges to it, and it's not
Yeah, or
necessarily a
wood
paint
carving or something.
application. Yeah, it's not like a paint application over the whole thing that has like a texture to it. It is still smooth to the touch, but you'll see, especially in the you get this like kind of right here, you're seeing that pearlescent kind
Yeah,
of purpley to it.
yeah,
It's just really neat. It's almost kind of transparent, but not. That's kind of, I guess, a interesting way to describe it. It has a little bit of a translucent look, but it's not completely transparent,
yeah.
and
Yeah, it'd
this
be
just has a
interesting to
really
see what the
nice look.
Vader looks like, for
Yeah, I
sure.
think the Vader's gonna look pretty cool with that, with being that it's black and
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean, it
have
looks
that
out of
DC.
box. Out of box, it looks pretty cool. So like, I'll have to wait and see what it looks like in person. Like I said, if I see it at Toys R Us and it looks cool, I might pick it up. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna pass on it. But you said you're gonna pick this one up, eh?
Absolutely. I really liked how the R2 came out. I was kind of wondering how it looked. Because I like to take photographs on it, and typically something in this style isn't something that I'd be
Yeah,
able to necessarily put into a photograph as easy. But I just really liked it. I thought it was kind of neat.
yeah.
Um,
See, because
and
like
so I
the
had
the
to,
image
had to
makes
get
it
it.
looks like it's a paint application, but I mean, if it's more like the R2 where it just kind of like has that kind of that shimmer when you turn the pop, then it might actually look pretty cool,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I'm just looking at the
So
light hitting at the top of R2's dome now, and the little blue panels have a little pearlescent purpley to them. I mean, it's
yeah,
just it's
so
kind
I
of cool.
I think maybe the rendering of the pop here doesn't really do it justice. So I think it's something I'll have to wait and see what it looks like in person. Like I said, it comes to Toys R
You
Us
can
in
see
Canada.
by
If you
the
guys,
but on the top
yeah,
of the helmet here in the out of box image, if you're watching on YouTube, the podcast right now, you'll be able to see. You can kind of get those kind of gem cuts into it if you see a little bit there,
yeah,
and that's kind of what really kind of gives it that look, that facet look,
yeah, for
with the
sure.
shimmer. So I think it's cool. It's a neat idea, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is a neat idea. And you know what? Honestly, I like this idea. Like again, I have to see it in person, but I still like this idea better than like doing like a full blue chrome or a full like whatever color chrome plating to it. It's like
I like
that
this
that
better
just
than
seems
the
lazy.
the
Yeah.
diamond glitter
The,
ones they do. I like this better than
yeah,
those.
for sure. The diamond glitter ones are really like yeah, they're not.
And I know there's a fan base for those. I'm just not a huge
Oh
fan
yeah,
of
for
them. Like
sure. I'm not a
like that
fan either.
Grogu from last year's Star
Yeah.
Wars convention. And then they've
Yeah.
done the Valentines in that nature. But I think this is. It'd be interesting if they did Valentines more like the facet. I don't know, but there could be other
Yeah,
facets.
maybe.
I kept hearing that we might see a C3PO facet. So
That'd be cool. The C3PO would be cool. So next we have the first of the Hyperspace Heroes line.
yes,
Um,
very excited for this
Now
one.
on Amazon, up for pre-order. So it looks cool. I like the packaging on it. The yellow and the black look cool. It's got the Hyperspace Heroes sticker right next to the Amazon sticker because it's exclusive to Amazon, unfortunately. So I guess we'll see how many people don't get theirs right away. Um, but looking at the out of box image, it looks really, really awesome. Like you
Yeah,
got
it
little
does.
Grogu in the back in that bubble there. I'm passing on it right now just because the price. So you pre-ordered it. How much is it down there in the
So
states
I
on the Amazon
pre-ordered it.
site?
I think it was 36 and change, like 36.48,
Yeah,
something like that. But I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised because I think that these have been creeping up in the price over time. Like, um, I think earlier pop rides you were paying no more than 20, 14, $20. And now I thought they were kind of teetering at like 25, like especially when you saw like the GameStop exclusives, the Bounty collections, and then the Red Saber
yeah,
series. So kind of surprised this is creeping up there to 30 some. But
yeah.
I do
So
like this one a lot.
yeah, so it's not on the Amazon Canada site yet. So for me to get this, it costs 34 US and then $12 to ship it to Canada. So that's about 46 to $48 US, depending on what shipping is ends up being plus tax. So it ends up being about 60 to $65 Canadian for me to get it.
That's
And I'm
crazy.
like, you know what? I'm not paying that much to get it. And with these, so the Return of the Jedi, the big movie scenes like that Darth Vader with the versus Luke, that's only
Yep.
like, I think it's just under $50, and that's a big scene. I've seen these things at Hot Topic recently. They're pretty massive. So I'm fine paying 40, close to $50 for something bigger, but this thing's only a little pop ride. It's only going to be like maybe the size of like Kylo Ren on his ship there, right? So
Oh, his Tie Whisper. Yep. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
so
kind of surprised that they've creeped up to the price point they're at, but I mean, I do like this one a lot. This is one that we've heard rumored and we've been waiting for.
yeah,
So as soon as this did come
yeah,
out, I jumped on that.
yeah. Well, I'll have to wait and see what yours looks like because I won't be getting it. I'm actually I did a video on my other channel, seriously Star Wars, saying that I'm pretty much passing on all of these newly
Yeah,
revealed
I did
ones.
see
So
that, and I know we'll probably touch base on some of those others, and I'm probably right up there with you, Chris, especially with the
yeah,
mystery Mando boxes. So
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, it has nothing to do with the sculpt. Like I love the sculpt. It's just the price for this one. So, but yeah, let's move into that mystery box here. So we're getting another mystery box. There's the outside of the box there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's pretty much the same thing as last time, except it's black with the Star Wars and the Mandalorian logo on there. GameStop exclusive, of course. So the first Funko Pop you get is number 601, Cosca Reeves, which it's a new pose. It's got the same color scheme as the rest of the Mandalorian Funko Pops. GameStop exclusive sticker, of course. So the out of box image there, yeah, it's a different pose. She's got her blaster out in front, but it's
more
not.
right out in front. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the best pose. Like I feel like they could have done something better. They that flying pose that we mentioned in our last episode from the season finale where she's flying and she kind of in that crouching flying position and she shoots some of those Imperial super commandos. Like that was a
That
good
would have been.
pose.
I'm surprised especially with the finale, you had the Mandalorians fighting the Imperial super commandos in air, in
In
air.
air, yeah,
Right? And at this point,
yeah,
I felt that every one of these should have an acrylic base of them flying. Like, for sure. Like,
for
this
sure.
was just dialing it in my opinion.
Yeah,
And it was just a good pose. It's okay because she's got the gun out right in front of her as opposed to the off to the kind of side like she did the last one. This one I'm going to skip, I think, because it's not so different than the one I already have.
yeah.
Because I
See,
did
for
get
me,
that
if I
Funko Shop exclusive one.
yeah, so for me, if I was gonna buy the box, which I'm not for reasons I'll get into after, yeah, I think it's a different enough pose where I'll get it, but there's one in particular in this box that's really lazy. We'll get into that in a little bit here. So the next one is number 602, Axe Wolves. Um, he looks cool. Like we haven't gotten an Axe Wolves, but I feel like they could have done a better pose. Like he's just kind of it's almost
Eh.
like that hero pose. He's turned to the side a bit, and then he's got the blaster up in one hand, but that's it. Like it's
Yeah,
almost like that hero pose again.
yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but I do like it at the same time. Like, I at first when I saw it, I didn't even realize those Axwells. I was just like, oh, I like that one with the silver stripe across his helmet.
Yeah,
Um, but I do like the look of it and the paint scheme and everything, and that we don't have this one, so most likely I would like to get this. But I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to go and waste. And I wouldn't say waste. I don't want to buy multiple boxes and have duplicate because I have that already from the
yeah,
last mystery boxes.
yeah.
Um,
And how much are these boxes down in the states?
they're like 30 some dollars. They're still like
Yeah,
34,
but
36
recently,
dollars.
what like the last 4 months or something, they've been going on sale. Like the first mystery box was on sale for like what $20 or something down there.
Yeah, right now I know my GameStop has a sale going on, and those older mystery boxes are already in it. So that's one way
Yeah,
for collectors to kind of snatch some of these up. You're going to be late to the game, as well as I've seen out on Instagram and Facebook, especially on Facebook, like different groups that are kind of putting together, like, if you want to trade just for this particular mystery box set, there's, trades, there's no money being exchanged. It's just, pay the
Yeah,
shipping and just swap them, which is a great idea for the collectors getting those groups together to do something like that. So that, come on, I mean, at the price of these boxes and the kit duplicates, and that would drive me nuts. So I'm
yeah,
probably going to skip buying the boxes and just buy the one or two from this, because there's really one or two from this collection, and this being one of the ones I want. As I mentioned, the Coscaries, even though it is a slightly different pose and I like it, the other, it's
yeah,
not so much different from the other one that I got, the specialty one. So I'm probably going to pass on that. And there's at least one other one that I want from this collection,
yeah,
and I know I think I know what you're leaning towards with that one pop that you're disappointed about, because I was too. I was too.
yeah. Actually,
So
I think that's the next one. So let's jump into that one. So it's number
yeah,
603, Bo-Katan Kryze. And if you look at the out of the box image, it's almost the same as the previous, like the
yeah,
chase
the guns
version.
out to the side.
Yeah, like yeah, she's turned off to the side on this one a little bit. Her body is, but like it's the same similar pose.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think if you didn't get the chase, this is a way to get that Bo-Katan without the helmet
Yeah,
off, right? So
yeah,
there is some good to this, but I feel that so many people, and I haven't gotten a chase, but I do like the chase version better, with the guns out to the side, drawn upward as opposed to down
yeah,
passively. Um, I don't know. I just I'm a little I'm torn. Again, after seeing The Mandalorian and seeing Bo-Katan with a dark saber several times throughout that, especially towards the end there, her leading the Mandalorian charge with that out in front, like, that we did not, as fans, get a Bo-Katan with an acrylic holding her on by her waist so that she's actually flying with the thing in front of her, kind of like they did the Superman and Lois Funko Pop.
yeah.
I
Like why
am
not?
dumbfounded.
We
I
know
am
they can
dumbfounded.
get.
If
We
you
know they
pick,
can do a pop like that.
if you're picking an image, right, to tell the story of an episode or a season or a major plot point, that
Yeah,
would be it. That would be it, right? And Funko Pops, it's not like you can pose them and interchange things.
no.
So if you
And
have
this one,
one
this
job to sell a pop, to sell the season, to sell a
yeah,
story, to give to add to a collector that has many other characters, or this character already in a collection with helmet, without helmet, how would
yeah.
you capture their income, right? How would you capture
Not like
capture that
this.
audience?
Not like this at all.
Not like that. I'm sorry. I'm
No.
disappointed in this one.
Yeah, this one's lazy, and actually, I had a comment on my other channel that said, it's not lazy, it's just stupid. And you know what? It's kind of both. Like, it wasn't a smart move by Funko. I mean,
And I don't know. And again,
I didn't actually think about what you mentioned, where like if you didn't get the chase, you can pick it up and it's fine. Because like if I didn't have the chase, yeah, it's cool. It's a slightly better pose maybe than the chase, in my opinion, but it's too similar. If you have the chase already, like why would you even bother picking this up? Why would you spend $30 US and then get this and then you don't really need it, right?
yeah.
Um
I mean,
and
unless
like
you're picking this up and just doing a head swap
yeah,
for a duplicate of the other one that you had because you didn't get the chase.
yeah. Or like you said, like it this to have one that represents the season, like this could be like season 2. Like you don't know. There's nothing telling about this pop that says it's season 1 or season 2 or season 3, right? Like even the
Yeah.
pauldron on her other shoulder looks like the blue pauldron that you had, right?
Yeah.
If they
I,
switched it
I,
up,
I,
maybe it might be
maybe it had the mythosaur on it or something. But yeah,
yeah. That then it might
to
be worth
me,
picking up. But it's not worth picking up.
yeah, I'm just kind
Um,
of like, I don't know if you
yeah,
have,
dumbfounded.
again, Funko can't articulate the can't pose, and you're telling an
No,
image with a story with one pop. And at the end
yeah,
of this season, how many times did you see her wielding the dark saber? That was a bone of contention for most of the season. Will
yeah,
she get the dark saber? So for her leading the charge, with that in hand, that should have been it. That should have been it.
yeah. Should have been. Yeah. So the last of 4 possible Funko Pops you can get in this mystery box is This one's my favorite one. Number 604, the Mandalorian with the dark saber. This one glows in the dark, so it's got a glow in the dark sticker next to the GameStop sticker. But if you look at the out of box image, like that pose, this is
That
the
pose
best
is.
pose out of the box here.
I was gonna say this
We
is
did
one of
get
the
that.
best poses of all of them, of
Yeah,
most of the Mando pops we've
you
gotten.
know what? It's still second to that chrome one we got last year with the chrome armor. That's still my favorite. I gotta
Well,
say.
the chrome armor for sure, but the posing
Yeah,
on this one is dynamic compared to anything we've had
yeah,
before. I mean, you really have that feel of motion with the cape
yeah.
blowing and the pose. I mean, it's a very
I think you got that
cool
cape.
action pose.
Yeah, I think you got the flowing cape on the other one too. Actually, now that that's yeah, you do have the flowing cape on the other one as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
love this.
yeah, this one, yeah, and this is definitely season 3 because like he had the dark saber and the blaster trying to fight his way through that cave where that the what was it was it the second episode or the first episode with those cave monsters that he was fighting off?
I think it was like first and second, wasn't it?
First or second, yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a season 3 Funko Pop. I think these are all meant to be season 3 Funko Pops.
Yeah,
Um,
this pop looks fun. This is the one. This is the other one besides Axe Wolves that I really want,
yeah,
and I've got a bunch
this is the
of.
one that I would want the most. The Bo Katan, not at all. Um,
Yeah,
and then the other two are kind of like, yeah, you know, if I see them for a good price on like marketplace or something, sure. But
if I end
I'm
up
not gonna
picking
go
them
out and
up,
buy the box. I'm
it's
passing
either
on
in the
the
sale
actual
bin.
box itself.
Yeah, because I'm gonna wait for either when they're up for sale in the sale bin, or and that's
Yeah,
only if I even bother with them at this point, because there's so
right.
many that have come out, and I guess I'm gonna have to start being a little more pickier and choosier of the ones that I want. Because I
Yeah,
just want to just keep adding just to add. If there's no real like, yeah, I love that one. But
yeah,
yeah, I'm a little disappointed in this round. I was thinking that with the
yeah,
finale and all the things going on, there'd be a lot more to them. I don't know how to explain it. Like the posing,
yeah.
I
And
was expecting
we'll get
more.
into that later in our main discussion. But yeah, like that first mystery box, we had the what was it? The Death Watch trooper that was on the flying
Acrylic with the
base.
flames. Yep,
Yeah, which I still have to get, mind you. And then what
that's the
did we
one that's
get? We got
missing.
the Mudhorn Mando, which was great. We got the other Paz, which
The
was
fiber blade. Yeah, because
yeah, that one was a good one.
I know that I sent it off later than I originally anticipated sending it to Eric, but I did send him. I had a duplicate and he was looking for one, and I just told
Yeah.
him to pay it forward. So I sent mine to him. He still hasn't gotten it yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, out of all four, I think this one's the best one for sure.
Yeah, the reason I
So
end up was gonna send it, and then I got the sodas, Chris, and he's going to be one of the people I selected to be a soda surprise candidate.
nice,
So that he's going to have a
nice.
surprise when he opens his box and finds that in there.
Yeah. So here's an image of it glowing, or a rendering of it glowing in the dark. So just the dark saber as usual, but it still looks cool. Um,
Yeah,
so you also get like a pocket pop keychain of the armor. So nothing too fancy about the packaging. I think it's just your usual keychain packaging,
yeah, I like
and
that
it's
better
the
than the
armor.
cheesy buttons they gave out last time.
Yeah, yeah. See, I didn't
Those
get the
buttons
mystery
were
box,
cheesy.
so I mean, yeah. You got what buttons and stickers, or buttons and
Button stickers, and some really thin patches.
oh, you got patches last time too. Okay, so you got the
Yeah.
keychain this time.
So in the previous mystery box, we got patches, and I got a Razor Crest patch,
Yeah,
and I got a Mudhorn one, and I can't
right,
remember.
right.
We got stickers too. I think there was like Grogu stickers or something, and then the buttons. The
Yeah,
buttons were really cheesy, in my
yeah.
opinion. I didn't like the buttons. I would have rather have an
So then
enamel
you get
pin than a button.
yeah. I guess you got chance of four different patches. With the patches look cool. I
I
like
like
that.
these,
That's
the helmet patches. These are cool.
yeah, yeah. That's better than like the sticker. Like what stickers are. You know what's I don't mind them if they're done nicely, but like I'm not going to use these stickers. Like they're kind of I don't know. They're kind of for younger fans, I suppose,
Yeah,
in
I,
my
I, I
opinion.
just don't care for him.
Yeah, but the patches look cool. And then you also get a an enamel pin of the Mandalorian, which looks very cool.
That's much better than the
So
buttons for sure. Yeah, and it's a
absolutely,
Funko style, like
yeah,
cool looking. I like it.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. So you mentioned what they're $30 something out in the states. These boxes, are they up for pre order there?
I think you could go in now and get them. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure you
really?
can. I haven't gone myself yet to my GameStop. I have a GameStop around the
Yeah.
corner here. And they're
So
usually pretty good. So
yeah. So here's the problem I have with it. The main problem. So aside from the sculpts, like that Bo Katan, if I were to get the box and I got it, I of course I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the Bo Katan because it's different enough. I'll keep it, but it's like my least favorite. But here's my problem with the box. So the last box, we didn't even get them in too many stores. Like you guys got them in bulk. I'm sure you guys had like stacks of them on the floor, stacked up for people to walk in and buy. Here, I maybe
correct.
saw one box on the shelf one time at one of my Game Stops here.
Wow.
But my main gripe with this was it's $30. It's 30 something dollars down there. It's like $60 plus tax up here in Canada. I'm not going to pay $60 to get a mystery box with a maybe get one pop that I like, and then have to try and get another two pops from another box. I'm not gonna spend $60 a box up here. So that's why I'm passing on this.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Chris. I was kind of surprised we got another Mandalorian mystery box
Yeah,
because I don't think it didn't seem it was that long from the last one. It was last summer,
no, it
was
wasn't.
the
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
to get another one, it's not even summer yet. It's not even a full year cycle. And
yeah.
then again, I just didn't feel that they were that strong. And that's
No,
in my opinion.
yeah. If you're gonna have something like that's exclusive, that's harder for people to get, make it worth their while to go out and buy this thing. Like have Bo Katan with the flying pose with the dark saber. Um, have Casca Reeves with the flying pose too. Have
Have the
Axel Wolves
armorer.
with the helmet off. Have the armorer, yeah,
Yeah, have the
but none of
armor
that.
flying with the
So
acrylic and her with her,
yeah,
hammer and her pliers out or something. Give us something cooler than that. Like I don't know. Like,
yeah,
do they? I wonder when you're a designer, do you get to see the show beforehand? Do they send you like here's a Disney Plus link to see this episode or I don't know, but I'm wondering like what's the disconnect? Do they get to see it finally like we do? And they said, oh, you can do this one, you can do this one, and they already got specs from the previous series of pops that
yeah,
they did. And they can work off of that, but they don't give them too much. I don't know what that is, and honestly, a lot of times the IPs like Star Wars that will keep that stuff so like non-disclosure agreements and all that stuff that no one really knows
yeah,
what's happening. So your lead time to making toys and stuff like that or collectibles is short and you don't get that much information to go on. So I
right.
don't know, but I'll be honest, I'm just disappointed. After seeing the finale, I expected like way cooler Funko Pops.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which actually that leads us into our main discussion for this week. So let's jump into that.
I spec.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
So for our main discussion, I felt that this week worked out perfectly. So we talked about the Mando box with the lack of interesting Funko Pops. So recently we had J Riz custom art do up our new logo. Well, part of our new logo, like the Funko Pop image of myself and Patrick as Funko Pops, and he did such a great job. But he also does
Phenomenal.
he does other concepts for different Funko properties. As you can see on screen, there's a Grief Karga from season 3 that looks amazing. So we wanted to talk about, take a look and talk about these some of his custom designs, some of his concept designs for season 3 of The Mandalorian, and some of these like. If they release these as commons or even as a couple of them as like exclusives, take my money.
Yeah,
Like
Christopher, I agree
they're
with
not
you
out of the realm.
100%.
Yeah, they're not out of the realm of possibility. Like Funko could definitely pull these poses off. Like because there's a couple in here. Like There's a movie moment that we'll get to later where he did take bits from another pop to make that pop, which we'll see. But yeah, let's. What do you think about the first one, the
I'm
Grief
impressed
Karga,
with
the
his work.
High Magistrate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm impressed with his work, and even this, like we haven't gotten a Grief Karga High Magistrate at all. That looks
No,
even nearly
we
as
didn't
nice.
get a Grief Karga for season 2 either.
No, I don't think you're. I think you're right.
Yeah.
This is just a gorgeous concept. I really like it. It has a lot of that bright colors, the gold and the reds and everything. A great looking pop concept. Again, this would be better than some of the stuff we've actually had released from Funko. This would be great to see.
Absolutely, yeah. Um, and this is one that we mentioned, like that first episode of Mando season 3. This is one of the ones in our top 5, Grief Karga. As soon as
Yep.
we saw him, we were like, yeah, give us that pop. And he did such a great design on this one. Um, the next one is Casca Reeves, and this one looks great. Like she's got
I
the
love the
blaster
hair
off to the
braid.
side. Yeah, an unmasked version, and then she's holding her helmet. You know what? I love that how they're holding the helmet. Why? I'm sure they could do that.
Yeah,
Like
that would
it
be
looks
cool.
great. Yeah,
That is cool. I like again. I just think this would have been neat to see as an alternate since we had the special edition or limited edition Casca earlier this year to have something
yeah.
like this with the helmet
Just a
off
different
and the
version of her, right?
yeah. I liked it. This is way cool. J Rez, take my money. He's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly hope J Rez that Funko and those guys are watching and seeing your work because I'd
Hopefully.
love to see you get some freelance gigs from them doing it because you've got some great ideas, buddy. Really
Oh
good.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe Reese O'Brien is watching. We can put him in touch with J Riz.
There you go.
And still, the offer's open. Reese O'Brien, come on the Star Wars Popcast. We'd
Open,
love to
open
pick your brain
anytime.
about
We'd
that
just
stuff.
love to, yeah, we'd love to just have a behind the scenes. He's a down to earth guy. I don't know if you've seen some of the other projects he's working on his own and with some other collabs that he's done, but he did this piece the other day. It's just awesome, awesome. It's not Indiana Jones. It's another character or something he was working on, and it's just really it's like a ghoulish ghost kind of thing. Really cool.
Yeah,
Love to see him come on here. Like you and I've asked many a time, it would just be neat to hear the story. Like how does a pop get pitched? How does a pop get
yeah,
sculpted? Like what
and
happens in that room? Is there a conference room where are we arguing over poses or what
like
characters?
what you mentioned, like just a couple minutes ago, like does he see little bits of the upcoming season to
Yeah, do
design
they invite
stuff
you to get sneak
beforehand,
peek?
or
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just curious to kind of get a little more behind the scenes to that. That would be
yeah,
so cool and a fresh perspective. So, Reese or anyone from Funko, if you're watching, please reach out to Christopher and I because we would love to kind of tell that tale, hear that story, and I know if we'd love to hear it, there's plenty of other people that would love to listen to it too.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So moving into his next concept here, again, this one's something like that they can totally do. The super commando with the flying base, the smoke coming up from the base. How
Yes,
fantastic does that look?
that's it's ridiculously awesome.
Right?
This is awesome sauce. Yes, this is why wasn't this in the mystery Mando box? I don't know. This is again another cool
I
piece
mean,
to.
maybe the mystery Mando box that they used characters from like the first 3 episodes, maybe because like we or 4 episodes or something, or maybe from the trailer. I don't know. I'm not sure, but they
Yeah,
like because I would imagine stuff like this they would probably keep you know tight to the chest, and not let this one be one of the first ones to get released. Right? This would be like a Grogu almost, like second
yeah. See,
wave.
it's hard to say. I don't know. I know when I was photographing for Hasbro, I would get a tray and a sheet and say, okay, this is what it is, and shooting stuff. And I remember doing a lot of think it was Iron Man 3, like because I did a lot of Iron Patriot stuff,
Yeah,
and it was a GI Joe movie with was it Chad Tatum or whatever that guy's it? I
Channing
can't
Tatum,
remember.
yeah,
That's him.
yeah,
Because I saw his GI Joe figure sitting on that tray for me to photograph the next day, and I was just like, huh. So I think you do get some kind of lead up time, but you don't like. I didn't get any backstory to it. It's just here's the figure, here's the character, and I'm like, huh, this looks like this actor, and obviously it was, but um,
yeah,
sometimes you get a little bit to know and to tell the story, or in my case, I was just shooting an image for a package. So there really wasn't any story that needed to be told. It was just shoot this, it's getting silhouetted, it's going to be put on the package, and that's kind of it. Um,
nice,
it's a little bit different, but I know that they do work with them. Like when Hasbro would do the Black Series, I know one of the other shooters in the studio was getting these backdrops printed up. So they like, for
yeah,
instance, like the Luke and the X-wing one he did. They did the hanger and everything as a digital print that he would hang in the background, and then shoot and work the image around that. So
yeah,
there is some work with the other IPs to get their products done. So I don't know what the lead time is or what kind of stories they do at Funko, but
yeah,
it would be really interesting to get that story. It would be interesting to see what they do with it, because a pop like this would be
yeah,
fantastic to
for
have for the
sure,
collection. And
for
J
sure.
Rez, like, what a great idea.
Fantastic
Going
job. Like he does such an amazing job on these concepts.
Really does, really does.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So his next one is the big bad himself, Moff Gideon, and this is based off of the chapter 23, the second last episode, because this is before he pulled out that double bladed staff. So this looks just awesome.
Yes, and the only way it would get better is if J-Rez does another one and adds the double bladed staff to it. That would be awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, this is
yeah.
again great job,
Again,
J-Rez. This is
it's
great.
it's stuff that I can see them releasing as like a common Funko Pop, right? Like, why not?
I could see this being a common, and then maybe unmasked, masked. Have a chase version of it.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
love to see it with the double bladed, staff,
Double
fiber
bladed
staff.
one will probably be like a Walmart exclusive or something like that.
Yeah, but this is very, very cool, and this is one I think everyone would want to add to their collection. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
it's a bad guy. He's wearing a Mandalorian style Mandalorian
Yeah,
helmet. I mean, come on.
yeah.
This is
He
this
looks
is for
fantastic.
sure. What
Again, Jay, like, great job on these. These are awesome. These are amazing. I only hope like somebody from Funko is watching and or has seen your images on Instagram, because like these are just fantastic.
Yeah, I know. I just watched General Kenobi's Bunker, and he had
Yeah.
on a woman that is a freelance designer for Hasbro and has done. I know she's done the retro series Moff Gideon sculpt and some other ones, from Star Wars. Um, I think she's done some of the things that you have. She does those Mission Fleet ones. I think
Oh,
Chris.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so it was pretty impressive. He did an interview like a couple days ago. I saw. But again, I hope for J Riz to get some of that kind of success. Pulled into projects because these are
Yeah,
phenomenal. And J Riz is hitting the money on hitting the characters and those plot points that fans would want to see. He hits
yeah,
it
for
every
sure.
time, every time.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
But yeah, this
You can
one,
tell he's a you can tell he's
100%
a
would
fan as
want this.
well. Yeah, take my money.
Take my money.
All of these so far, take my money. Yeah. So the next one is, this is how the Bo-Katan should have been in that mystery box. Flame base, dark saber, glow in the dark. Like, if this was like another one that was in that box, like, yeah, I'd
Yeah,
be
this
okay
this
paying like closer to
this
$60
design
for
would
a
drive
box.
you to get that box. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Right? This would have driven
yeah,
you to pay the money to get the box. The other ones, not as much. This, yes.
yeah,
Any one of the ones that we've seen so far that J Riz did in this series, we'd want
yeah.
to see in the box and would force us to get
Oh,
the
for
box.
sure, for
This
sure.
is phenomenal. This is exactly what I envisioned in my mind. So this is a great concept. It's exactly what we like to see. The only way it could have gotten better, again, as I said, if she was more horizontal, like they did the Lois and Clark kind of holding hands flying.
Yeah,
If they did
or
something
even
like
like
that,
that Sabine Wren that they did for the Power of the Galaxy, where she's leaning forward a bit, like that. That's fine. do that.
Yeah, this is cool. I love it.
Yeah,
Got the
I
dark
love it.
saber. He's got that awesome acrylic base with the flames. Love those.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah. Again, Jay, fantastic job on this one. Yeah, I would definitely pay to get this one. This one would be fantastic.
Absolutely, this is the
So the
one
next
I
one,
have.
another great one. So IG-12 with Grogu. Like you gotta expect Funko's gonna be doing this one because
Yeah, I
they're gonna
do.
do Grogu holding whatever he held throughout the season with the gauntlet, like the training gauntlet. But then you're also gonna have different characters holding Grogu. Pelimoto holding Grogu, IG-12 holding Grogu or with Grogu in him, right? So you're gonna have at least a couple characters holding Grogu. So this one's like a take my money for sure, right?
Absolutely, Christopher. I really like this idea. And like you said, being able to have all the different characters interacting, holding Grogu, this is a definite. I think I called this in one of my top fives that we did in one of our earlier episodes. This is awesome. Awesome. I can't
Yeah.
not see them do this. This would be way
No,
cool.
I can't either. Yeah.
Way
Like
cool. I
take my
love it.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just
for sure.
executed so well. I really love how he did it. It looks great.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah, for sure. So the next one is Carson Tiva. So this is a pop ride, and
Nice.
you gotta have Carson Tiva as a pop ride. Like, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. At this point, you should. He is. He's a character. Let's face it. He's not just a quick cameo.
No,
Fan
he's
that
a main
got
character
lucky.
now.
He is part of the legacy now. So, and I
Yeah.
like him. I like his character, and
Oh
I think
yeah.
he looks cool. And his backstory to becoming getting onto the show and everything. I have all the love for this guy and his cosplaying that got him into the role in the first place. But yeah, excellent job, Jay. I love this.
Yeah,
I do like
for
the pop
sure.
rides when they're like this, and what a cool one. This would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it would look fantastic for sure. And then the last one is a TV moment. So with Keller and Beck rescuing Grogu. So this is one that's very cool. It looks like he used the Anakin Episode 2 body with the two sabers there, but it still looks fantastic.
Yeah, I
Like with the
love
two
this.
sabers, and that base is almost like the Last Jedi ones where it had like the red instead of the blue on the base.
Mm. Yeah, I do
Very
think this is
similar.
pretty neat looking.
Yeah.
I
Like
love I like the
if they
fact that he's
if
got
they did
Grogu.
this, yeah,
Yeah, Grogu in the pram, him with two lightsabers out. This would be take our money. This is an epic moment, right?
yeah,
And it harkens back to the prequels and everything. Like this is Order
yeah,
66 and Geller and Beck coming to the rescue to save Grogu. This is awesome.
yeah,
Love this.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I've seen him do a couple takes on this guy, but this is by far this is the best one. This is awesome.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I again, Jay, like fantastic job on all of these concepts. Like I really hope that we actually get some of these as actual Funko Pops. But yeah, no, these ones are great. I think my favorite is that Bo Katan. I think is my favorite.
I was gonna say between this and Bo-Katan, yeah, these are
Yeah, between this and Bo Katan.
and then
Yeah,
I was like, oh well, no. Then I like the Moff Gideon with the helmet. Like,
the Super Commando with the flames too.
yeah,
So you know
okay,
what?
you know what,
They're
David,
all of
I'll take
them.
them
Just
all. I'll take them all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fantastic. Um, but that'll do it for this episode of the Star Wars Popcast. Patrick, why don't you let people know where they can find you when you're not on here chatting Funko Pops?
Yeah, if I'm not on here chatting about all things Funko with you, Christopher, I'm on my own channel doing creative images of Star Wars Funko Pop on Toy Photographer. And on there, we just do basic images and trying to demystify how to capture a cool image of a Funko Pop. Give a little behind the scenes, and we do some unboxings, as we call them. What's in the box? So that's what I'm doing. I'm on Insta, YouTube, Facebook, all the social media platforms. So if you haven't, please check out the YouTube, give it a like, subscribe. And what are you usually doing, Christopher, when you're not here chatting all things Funko with me?
Well, when I'm not on the Star Wars Popcast chatting all stuff Star Wars Funko Pop related with you, Patrick, I'm on my other channel, Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews. So definitely check out both of our channels. I'll leave everything in the description and in the show notes on Spotify and stuff. But thank you so much for watching on YouTube and listening to wherever you get your favorite podcasts, and we'll see you in the next episode.